Imagine strolling down the streets of a Spanish coastal town without a stitch of clothing. There are no gates, no membership fees, and no barriers between you and the rest of the world. This isn't a secluded resort, it's a real village where living clothes-free is just part of daily life. Welcome to Vera Playa. Along Spain's southern Mediterranean coast, Vera Playa is a naked zone that includes 2.75 kilometers of golden nude beach and bars, restaurants, a hotel, and over 2,000 apartments where clothes are nothing but optional. This is pretty unique, a place where the freedom to live without clothes extends beyond private resorts into everyday public life. Vera Playa isn't your typical village though. It's divided into two parts, a clothes-free zone and a textile zone. The transition between zones happens without any official signs. You won't see "now entering clothes-free territory" posted anywhere. Instead, it works on a need-to-know basis and mutual respect. It's a great philosophy, but this also makes it complicated for first-time visitors. A good rule of thumb is, if you're near the beach, the hotel, or naturist urbanizations, clothes-free is welcome. In commercial areas or further away from the beach, covering up is the rule. On sunny days, you can just follow the example of others who are enjoying the freedom of walking the streets without clothes. But you might want to bring a towel with you, just in case you end up in the wrong zone or if you want to relax on a bench. When it comes to where to stay, you have two main options: the Vera Playa Club Hotel or one of the many residential communities called urbanizations. The Vera Playa Club Hotel is the only real hotel in the clothes-free zone. It sits right on the beach with direct access to the sand. It comes with most facilities that any other large hotel has, like a large swimming pool, sun terraces, and its own restaurant and bar. But it's the urbanizations that make Vera Playa. Think of these as gated neighborhoods within the village that can only be accessed by people who stay there or know someone who stays there. Each urbanization has its own character, style, and facilities, like swimming pools and gardens. Most apartments are privately owned, but many are available for rent. Some popular clothes-free urbanizations we had the chance to check out are Knudsen, which is right on the beach, Vera Natura, Bahia de Vera, Torremar, and La Menara. Then there's also Armani Natura, Parque Vera, and several others. There are about 10 of these urbanizations in the clothes-free zone where living nude is the norm. But here's an important warning. Not all urbanizations in Vera Playa actually allow you to be naked. For example, Vera Mar 6 sits in the clothes-free area but has specific rules against being without clothes. Always double-check the rules before booking to avoid disappointments. One of the most unique aspects of Vera Playa is being able to enjoy food and drinks without worrying about getting dressed. But the rules vary depending on where you are. Before we dive into this, let's briefly summarize the structure of Vera Playa. So there's the nude beach that's almost 3 kilometers long. On the northern end is the hotel and hotel street, also called the Strip. Then there is the whole clothes-free zone with the urbanizations, and everything else is the clothed zone, including the clothed commercial center. If you want to have drinks at the beach bar, being clothes-free is typically welcome or even recommended. Places like Chiringuito Knudsen, Chiringuito Naturista, and El Pirata let you enjoy a cold drink or meal while staying comfortable in your natural state. In the main part of town, it's more mixed. Hola La Café, Punto y Aparte, and Paso Doble are all known for being nude-friendly. Other establishments may prefer that you cover up. In Hotel Street, where most of the bars and restaurants are, you can definitely go clothes-free at Benito's and Broadway Bar. Most other places have a ask first policy, so it's best to double check with the staff. Sometimes it may be fine on the terrace but not inside, others will just not allow it, and others won't mind. In the shops in Hotel Street, which are the only shops in the naked zone, covering up is necessary. If this sounds confusing, you're totally right. It was for us as well when we first visited Vera Playa. Just remember that it's totally fine to ask if you're not sure. And in the end, it's this flexibility that makes Vera Playa feel like a real village rather than a strict nude-only resort. Moving on to the heart of Vera Playa, the nude beach. Stretching for nearly 3 kilometers, this sandy paradise gives you plenty of space to spread out even during busy seasons. The sand is usually clean and well maintained, with gentle slopes into the Mediterranean Sea. You'll find showers along the beach to rinse off after a swim, though we couldn't find any public toilets. There's also a special access point for visitors with limited mobility. Probably the largest benefit of Vera Playa is that, unlike many clothes-free beaches that requires long hikes or finding hidden coves, here you can walk straight from your apartment to the water without ever needing to put on swimwear, even if your apartment is not on the coast. If you're sticking around for a while, another place where you end up sooner or later is the Clothed Commercial Center, because that's where the supermarket is. You can also find more bars and restaurants here, plenty of shops, a hospital, a veterinarian, and even real estate agents, in case you're planning to never leave. This part of town does require that you put on clothes though. While you're clothed anyway, it may be a good opportunity to venture out of town for the day. Along the coast are more seaside towns with many more bars, restaurants and shops, and more inland are rather typical Spanish villages. What's a real recommendation is a day trip to Cabo de Gata Natural Park. This area is filled with stunning landscapes, beautiful coves and many nude-friendly beaches. For more information about this, we have a dedicated video on this channel for you to check out. But back to Vera Playa. What makes this place truly special isn't just the freedom to be without clothes, it's the normality of it all. This isn't a hidden resort or a weekend retreat. It's a functioning village where clothes-free living blends seamlessly with everyday life. If you're dreaming of a place where you can rock from your apartment to a restaurant and then to the beach and finally to a bar, all without ever needing to put on clothes, you're probably going to love Vera Playa. Thanks for coming along on this tour of one of Europe's most unique clothes-free places. If you enjoyed discovering Vera Playa with us, hit the like button and subscribe for more clothes-free destinations around the world.